Well, just very disappointing. Very disappointing. Played poorly in all phases. Pitched, fell behind a lot. Too many hitters. They did a good job of competing at the plate and being taxing, as I told our team, where we did not. But we fell way behind almost every hitter. It seemed like we're always behind and trying to catch back up. And errors, they capitalize, make one in the first inning, and next guy comes up and fall behind, get it to 3-2 count and gets a ball up, which we had way too many balls up in the zone. Bad combination, falling behind. They took advantage of it. We played poor defensively. Offensively, we're pretty anemic. No taxing at bats for us. And at the end of the day, that's why you get your rear end kicked, and that's what happened again today.
All right, Gino. Our first question for you comes from Christopher Stock of Inside the U. Chris, go ahead.
Just curious what you made of Victor tonight. What do you think of him? And then also, did you have any thoughts of not running him out there in the sixth?
Well, no. I mean, his pitch count was getting up there. He close to 90 pitches. So, I mean, we're not going to put him out there again, considering he wasn't pitching well. I mean, he just felt behind too many hitters. And again, like I said, ball was up too much. At the end of the day, it was just every inning seemed like you had one inning where you had 3 up, 3 down. Every other inning was a battle, and so was not happy with that performance, and just in general, not happy with everybody's performance.
All right, we're going to go to Wyatt Holtzman of WVUM. Wyatt, go ahead.
Coach, sorry to hear about yet another loss to Florida State. Just how would you describe your message to the team going into the final game tomorrow?
How would I describe what?
Your overall message to the team just going into the game tomorrow.
Well, we got to find a way to play better. We're not going to win if we don't play any better. We got to have better at bats as a unit, as a 9 guys in the lineup. Got to do a much better job of giving taxing at bats. We've got to get a better job of pitching. It'd be nice if we can get ahead. We've fallen behind, and of course we're giving them innings there with errors and whatnot. And so, message is we need to play a lot better. We need to find a way to get a W tomorrow, because we can't let these guys come in here and sweep us. And we need to find guys that can, be consistent. Right now, we're very inconsistent with the lineup. Has been one thing that has been inconsistent. I know we had a stretch there. We won, 6 games or something, but we still have some guys that are not consistently giving good at bats, and we need to do a better job of that. So they're obviously playing probably at their best right now, and we've played very poorly these last 2 games, and that's why you have the scores lopsided like they are.
All right, Gino, we're going to go back to Christopher Stock of Inside the U. Chris, go ahead.
You had bases loaded there in the first and fourth. Did it feel like if you got one there that maybe things could have been different there?
Sure. Yeah. The first inning, we hit some balls really hard and had the bases loaded with 1 out, and just couldn't put the ball in play, and strikeout. I think both guys struck out there in that situation with Terrell and Rivera. And that was big, because we got run on the board, and it was 2-1 at the time, and we could have opened it up a little bit. I mean, we were swinging the bats good there up to that point, and then we went strikeout. But so yeah, that was tough right there. But a lot of game left to play after that. But I don't feel like we did a whole lot after that. You mentioned we did bases loaded 1 at a time, but we didn't hit balls hard though. I mean, other than the first inning, we didn't hit really too many balls hard. If we did, they were scattered about. They weren't together. So again, that's the point I was making. Just way too inconsistent with our lineup. It needs to be better. It needs to be more consistent.
David,
you there? I can't hear anybody.
Sorry about that. Gino, we're going to go to Alex Schwartz for your last question. Alex Schwartz of the ACC Network. Alex, go ahead.
Hey, Gino. You guys had coming in this weekend on a 6-game winning streak. Sometimes with coaches, your team might be playing really well, and you see something in practice or in BP or in the locker room or whatever that makes you think something might go awry. Or on the other hand, maybe your team's not playing well and you see some encouraging signs. Was there anything between Tuesday and this weekend that you saw that had you a little concerned, before the weekend even started?
No, I think the only thing would have been their left-handed pitcher. Really, last night, the guy last night we knew was going to be really good. He just tough. He's a tough guy because he hides the ball, and we got all the lefties in our lineup, and that has been something I've been concerned about all years. Our lefties facing lefties, but our guys have done it before. A handful of our guys have, with Lala and Terrell, Villar and Dell and Terrell and those guys, and we've been able to handle it. But you know what? It's been, for some reasons, a little different this year, but we've been okay. We've survived it. We struggled against Virginia Tech with a few of their lefties that kind of got to us, and so that's what concerned me. We hadn't really faced any tough lefties until coming into the series. I knew this guy was going to be good, and today, I felt like we're going to, the lineup again. Yeah, I'm concerned because we got a lot of lefties in the lineup, but I thought we'd be okay with this pitcher, but we weren't. Although I thought we were going to be okay after the first inning, but we didn't do much after that. So that was my concern. But seeing us not pitch as well as I would like, and the defense really has been shocking because our defense has been good. And we, even though we made some really good plays defensively today, we got to make the routine plays, and we're not. We had a first inning ball hit right to our second baseman, and we, can't make the play. And then we had a bunt, simple sack bunt, and pitcher throws it over the head of the first baseman, and just all kinds of crazy stuff. You don't see that coming, but baseball's a crazy game, like I told the players, and it's a long season, and you go through so many ups and downs. You don't want to go through too many downs. We've been tested already a few times and shortened the season, and we've got to find a way to rally. They're playing about as good as you can play right now. I'm going to tell you, they're probably as hot as they're going to be, and they might play like that the rest of the year, but they're playing about as hot as you can play right now. And of course, they've matched up probably pretty good against us with their lefties. So I guess that's the one concern, but we got to find a way to get this thing tomorrow.